Hey, El, what number is this?
7A.
What number is this, Chip?
7A.
Just because I'm short,
Okay, no, I mean, like, don't get excited, man. It's because I'm short, I know.
Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Let's go. We have another fun episode
Yes,
for
we
you
do.
this week.
Welcome back to Rotate the Set. I'm Elle.
I'm LL, and please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell because your vote counts.
Yes, it does.
And we do have a fun episode this time.
This is a good one.
This is
I'm
where
excited about this.
It's controversial.
Ooh, I just can't believe
All things people say.
controversy.
Controversy.
I don't know what that is. Is that the song?
Prince.
Oh dear heavens, we have to get a clip.
Controversy.
All right, sorry, we have to get a clip of that now.
Controversy.
Okay, it's okay, El. She got to
Sorry.
see Prince twice. I did not. We
Twice.
are
Purple
fans of Prince,
Rain.
but I don't remember that one. And I'm sorry.
I just can't believe. So we're going to talk about museums, but what are we going to talk about?
A little bit of a twist, and we're gonna have a little surprise at the end. Museums are wonderful. People worked hard. People work for a very low pay inside of them. I worked at a museum, but sometimes we just don't have the wherewithal to go through the museum.
Stamina.
If you're out traveling, but you do want to see something every now and then, but you sort of don't want to be ignorant, so we skip the museum.
Or we just go and look at
The gift shop. We
Or
go.
we go look at one painting, and then we hit the gift shop.
We hit the gift shop.
Museum gift shop.
There's nothing wrong with a museum gift shop. There's nothing.
Everything right with a museum
You
gift
can
shop.
see what the museum
There's
has.
so many good purchases in a museum gift shop.
So if you don't have the wherewithal, as I said, to go to the actual museum, and it's usually like 2 or 3 hours minimum that you can do without going nuts.
Oh, you get museumed out. Yeah.
It's okay to go to the gift shop, and we have some fun stories and some fun facts, and we're going to give a couple of fun facts about Philly museums at the end of this. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
And we want you to also share your fun museum gift shop stories,
Yes,
because that's what we're
please, bring
doing.
them on. So we do like going to museums. I want to just state that fact. We're not anti-museums because we always go and see museums. Sometimes though,
Time is at a limit.
and we only have a little bit, but we do like looking at the museum gift shops.
Yes, and we have a couple fun stories to tell you
Yep.
along the way of this little adventure of ours.
And what we want to tell you is it's okay to skip the art and head straight to the tote bags or the scarves.
It is. So 2 years ago, we went to like the Nobel Museum,
Correct.
but we didn't go to the museum. We went to the gift shop, and the gift shop is probably as big as this table. But we had
it's a little bigger. It's about the size of this room,
which you can't see, but they had such fun things, so that when we went back the next year, we're like,
we
wow,
have to go. To
now
the
we needed to
museum.
actually go to the
The
museum.
first time we only went to the gift shop because we didn't have enough time.
Right.
And we just thought, okay, we'll just go in and see, because we didn't have enough time. So then we ended up going back to Stockholm the following year, and we got time. We had time, and we made it a point to make sure that we went to see the Nobel.
And
Museum.
it was fun, and yeah, it made us want to go back and see it. So yeah, El, why? I mean, again, is it bad that we're doing that? Or the thing is, sometimes you have to pay admission to go in and get to the museum gift shop. And we have no problem doing that because we're supporting a museum and we want to make sure the museum carries on.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't make us pay. We're like, we just want to go to the gift shop. They're like, go right in. We're like, okay. So again, we don't care if we have to pay because we're supporting the museum, but sometimes you just don't have the luxury of time. So
why do we visit museums?
we want to learn about the history of the area, culture. We want to be inspired by artistry and beauty, and that's why we go to museums. That's what I think. That's what I think.
We went to Amsterdam. We went to the Rijksmuseum, and just by chance, they happened to have the Vermeer
exhibit. Oh, we didn't even know about that, and I was like,
it was there, and we got to see all of many of Vermeer's work, and the girl with the pearl earring.
Pretty, it was pretty amazing. And then we got to the gift shop, and she goes, come here," and then she shows me all the little amps. I'll put them up. My Playmobil that is only available in Amsterdam. I got one from London that was only available in London. I got some from Greece, and then I got them from Amsterdam, which was a sin because I was like, my trip's done. I'm happy. I'm happy. I don't. We'll put a picture of what I got, but it was fun. I was so excited to see that, but we didn't have time to do the whole museum, which was unfortunate.
So we went and we got tickets to the Vermeer exhibit, and that was fantastic. And then we went to the gift shop too. So
And that was
we
even
were
more
we
fun.
were very happy because it was fantastic. We did not get to go to the Van Gogh museum.
That on this, I went previously, but if she goes back, she definitely has to go. But we couldn't get tickets, so that was kind of unfortunate. Um, so Elle, what were the fun museums that we went to that we realized that we were an idiot when we bought some pens? For some reason, Amst
The
was it? Hold it, Copenhagen and Stockholm have like kingdoms,
palaces, the palace.
and I got hooked on those stupid pens with the crowns on top that don't work it now. But like we didn't have time on our first trip to go to the palaces, so we just went to the gift shop, and I got all my souvenirs, and I'm like, well, Elle, we have to go
So
back.
we went back and we went and toured the palaces, which was fantastic.
But we had a great time.
Yeah,
But we knew we wanted to see the palaces because of what we saw in the
and we
gift shop the year before. Is it the
so
right thing?
no, but it works.
But went back, and we
Yep.
went back there.
And specifically, we wanted to see the museum, and that was based
That
on
was
the
our
gift
first
shop.
day before we met up with the second tour group that we were going through this country. So that was pretty fun. It was good.
What are some of your favorite museums?
I'm going to be bogus
Talk to me,
and
Goose.
say Philadelphia Museum of Art because that's where we are. I actually worked at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, ironically, in the gift shop. But we also had a Van Gogh exhibit when I was there, and people from Europe were coming over right after I got back from Europe and seeing their museums, and like, oh, your museum is so beautiful, and I was a good person to talk to, and I had a really good time. And maybe that's where my love of gift shops came from because I realized how many good, like if a book goes on, like a $300 book goes on sale for like $60, you get it. I have a lot of books, but I think that's one of my favorites locally. Um, I can tell you of another, but if you want to share one of yours,
So if we're going locally, I do enjoy the Philadelphia Art Museum. That's an amazing museum. One of my favorite is the Brandywine River Museum. I think that's a fascinating museum. It's got Wyeth. Andrew Wyeth is a painter from this area, the Chester County, Pennsylvania painter, and his son Jamie Wyeth is a painter also. It's got a lot of painters, Pennsylvania painters, and exhibits in it. And I just think they always switch up the Wyeth paintings. I just think it's on the Brandywine River. Go ahead.
I don't love that museum. I like the physical building. I don't like the Wyeth. However, if you go right after it rains, the Brandywine River
Oh.
floods, and they have giant windows, so you
You
can
get
see
to
it.
really see it.
That's why I was actually just there like 2 months ago, but
Well, and also like I discovered it around the holidays. They have these little critters,
critters.
and they make them out of natural things like pine cones, twigs, seeds, pods, and they make them and they decorate all the Christmas trees there. And I think that's just a wonderful way. And they have a train exhibit. They have just different
Things for the
exhibits.
kids. It's good.
I like it.
It's a nice afternoon. I had a couple of museums that were not in our area, but I went on a trip to Tennessee at Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. There's a little strip and it has touristy things, but they're fun. And I went to two museums that I didn't really want to go to, and I ended up enjoying them immensely. One was the Titanic Museum. Believe it or not, there's a big Titanic in the middle of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. But it was so fascinating because it told you like how the angles of the boat was slipping, like sinking, and if you could try to climb it, you put your hand in the water to see if you can survive that. All the pictures that you see from the Titanic came from one priest ish person, like a holy man. All the pictures of the Titanic survived by one man. I learned like when this boat was sinking, the people in the mailroom were trying to save all the mail that was trying to get. It was pretty freaking fascinating.
That does sound fascinating.
And I did not want to go to it, and I'm so glad I did. And then there's something called Alcatraz East. It's a crime museum, and it talks about crime from the beginning of U.S. history to like modern day, cyber crime, things like that. They say it takes 6 hours to go through. It takes 6 hours to go through. It is a long, you can't leave. So go after a hearty breakfast because you're reading about the cowboys, then the mobsters, and then prohibition. Like it was really fascinating how it went. And at the end, you could do like one of those laser rooms where you have to walk through the lasers. And it's harder than you think.
How about your Louvre?
Okay, you went okay.
Okay.
Okay,
What?
so we went to France, Kathy, Elle, and I, right after I had broken my arm, and I had many issues going on, and I was on this drug. Actually, there was something else wrong with me too, but I was on a drug that was making me kind of loopy, and I really tried hard to be an alert, a good traveler. I really tried, but like I had all these bags, so we go to the Louvre and we put our bags in a locker, and you and I shared a locker. And I swore I picked everything up. We were there and we looked. We really do look. And my bag was gone. I think someone just like took my bag. But we go through the Louvre. We had a great time. We go to leave, and I'm like, "Where's my bag?" And I had souvenirs from that. I had all these souvenirs, and I'm like, "Crap." So we had gone to a restaurant that was around the block. So I'm like, "All right, let me go check the restaurant." So these two were drinking wine or something. I don't know what they were doing, but went outside and okay, Lisa, you walk by yourself to the restaurant. So I did. My bag's not there, and I come back, and they're like jumping on these pillars and everything. I don't know what they're doing. And I said, I have to get that bag, and we're leaving like the next day. So everybody's leaving the Louvre because it's closing, and I'm like fighting. And I go down because you have to go down the stairs, and there's all these guards. I'm like, oh no, we're closed. They don't even speak English. And I said, I lost the bag here. And they're like, well, come back tomorrow. And I'm like, no, we're leaving tomorrow. I need to get my bag. And there's like seven of them. I'm like, no, no, no. And this gentleman comes out and he speaks English. He goes, what happened? I said, I left the bag here. It's not here. And he goes, we'll come back tomorrow. And I said, we're leaving tomorrow. So he goes, they want to go home. I get it. He goes, follow me. So the guards are all goofing around. The entire Louvre is empty. And I'm following this guy. And I'm walking in the Louvre by myself. And I'm like, okay, hopefully the bag's there. But cha-ching, mental pictures of everything that I am like, just
Take it all in.
We're taking it in. We walk past the Mona Lisa like it's no big deal. I'm like, cha-ching, nobody in the room. All these, we went through like 7 or 8 rooms. And I'm like, please remember every second of this. So we go into their offices and he goes, what did the bag look like? And I told him, and he goes, what was in it? And I said, there's golf balls because I get Bob golf balls. And he goes, all right. But now I'm looking around the office because I know that's where they work on projects. So I'm like trying to look at all the projects, all the art that they're bringing in. And about 3 or 4 minutes later, he goes, is this your bag? I'm like, yes, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. I was just like, he goes, all right, just leave.
Get out.
Get out. Right. But he doesn't walk me out. So I'm walking now through the Louvre by myself. And I'm like, look at everything.
Wow.
And I'm looking at, and I didn't walk really fast, but I didn't want to get in trouble. And I'm like, oh my God, these two are jumping on pillars. Like, I'm like, you guys. But anyway, I get to the bottom of the stairs and the guard's like, you got your bag? I'm like, yeah, thank you. And I'm like, looking, and I go, they're jumping on the pillars. I got to walk in the Louvre by myself. And it was totally, and I got my souvenir bag back. So, ladies and gentlemen, if our audio sounds just a little weird right now, technical difficulties, but we hope you can still hear us, and we're going to continue on.
And we're going to talk about our museum philosophy.
Our philosophy is get yourself to that gift shop. Because there's nothing wrong with going. And if you go and you have to pay, You're still supporting the museum.
And that's a good thing.
I mean, museums, what, minimally 2 to 3 hours? Sometimes you don't have that when you only have a certain amount of time during your day. So buy a book that has all the art in it, and you can read about it at your leisure, sitting down.
Number 2, bathrooms in museums are usually plentiful
And
clean
free.
and free. Oh, so one of the biggest perks for me is the merchandise that you find in museum gift shops is primo.
It's unique. It's so unique.
It's
and
fun.
It is. And like, I got my little Las Meninas. I mean, that's not unique because the painting was there, but I got to take I got a magnet to take home because that reminded me of the painting and the whole olive cheese incident, you know, and it was fun. But I get bags from museums
Yep.
and
same
I make
here.
pillows out of them.
Puzzles. I've gotten little tiny puzzles. I got the girl with the pearl earring puzzle. That's
Oh
fun.
yeah, we get a lot of fun. They really,
Little tiny ones.
people are so clever.
They really are.
They really are. Support the arts.
Denmark had some amazing museums. I highly recommend the Design Museum. I found that one fascinating.
That was fun. Their gift shop was pretty darn good
The
too.
museum was fantastic.
It was
The
was
gift
it a
shop-
school? It was a design school, wasn't it? And the museum was like in a square, and the middle
So
was like
interesting.
outside. It was pretty. And we made a friend. It was pretty. You know, we had fun there, and they wanted you to be interactive. It was a very cool museum.
And there are unique museums like that Meow Wolf that I told you about. Was amazing.
Titanic.
Titanic. What was the one with the optical illusion?
Oh dear.
The
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I don't. remember.
Paradox Museum.
Oh, the Paradox Museum. And there's actually some in New Jersey, but we went to the one in
Yes.
Stockholm, and it was fun. We had a good time. It was really a lot of fun. And again, there's some in United States, so you should definitely go there.
So you do not have to worry that if you just visit a museum and see the gift shop, there's nothing wrong with that.
No sense of burning yourself out.
No. And you can burn yourself out when visiting museums.
Oh my gosh,
That
yes you
museum
can.
walk is draining after a while. So for me, it's usually 2 to 3 hours and I get a little burned.
And then you look outside the window and you see other fun things going on. And you're sitting you're like, crap, I really want to do like something else, you know?
Also, I need to add that sometimes the museum, the cafes in the museums are really good too.
The Philadelphia Art Museum has an excellent restaurant in it, and it's even
They have
pricey.
restaurants and cafes.
Yeah.
And there's gardens. Sometimes the gardens outside the museum are fantastic.
I went to Annapolis with friends this weekend, and we sat outside their state house, which they have tours. It's not technically a museum, but we just sat under a tree and just chatted for an hour and a half. It was
Isn't that
so
great?
nice. It was really nice, but we didn't go on a tour of it. So technically, I think that's a museum, but yeah,
It counts.
thank you. It counts. So
Which museums are worth an all-day visit? Which aren't?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think any museum is worth it. Okay, I lied. I just lied. I was gonna say no. Titanic is a couple hours, but the crime museum, you definitely have to you have to pay to get back in the next day, and it's very interactive. It's very fun. I think that's a full one, but I don't think you're sitting on your feet all day on concrete or marble. It hurts your feet. So, what do you have any? Mine was in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, the crime museum.
No, I get museumed out. I like going to museums. I like looking at art. But after like 2 to 3 hours, that's when my brain starts saying, okay.
I'm done. I need an ice cream cone.
Um,
I did have a couple of surprises. I was in the museum when I actually did go to the museum. I was surprised how small the Mona Lisa was. I already said this. I was surprised how big Las Meninas was, which was huge. But I got lost in Paris and I went to a museum and I'm like, just get me off the streets here. I was so lost. And Whistler's mother was there. We'll get a picture of it. And I was by myself and I speak no French. And I go up and get off the elevator. I turn the corner and there's Whistler's mother. Of course, mother.
the Mother Museum.
And the only thing I could reference it to is the Bugs Bunny cartoon. It's Bugs Bunny as the mother. but I thought it would be this big. It is big, and I'm like, wow. And this guy next to me is looking at me like, Whistler's Motto. He goes, yeah, I see that. And it's so big, you know. Like, so like when you have one of those experiences in a museum, but that's not a gift shop, but that's you should go to
Yeah.
museums, but sometimes you have a real experience instead of the obligatory one. Like, oh, I like it. Thanks.
Great.
I'm done. So, but that was fun. But have no fear. Just go to the gift shops. And now,
Do we have time? Maybe we should save this one. We were going to talk about Philadelphia museums, but I think we should save that for a future.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going
okay.
to talk about Philadelphia museums in a future episode. Tune in for that because we do have some information about that. But we're going to just wrap it up saying that
It's okay.
engage in culture the way you want to. It's okay to go to the gift shop. It's okay to go to the museum. It's okay to spend an hour at a museum and then leave.
It's okay to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Gift shops, museum gift shops
They
are worth the
support
stop.
the museum as well. So if you have to pay, it's okay. If you don't, better more money for the gift shop.
Yeah. Please tell us what your favorite gift shops are. Tell us if you have any. Tell us what your favorite museum is, not just your gift shop.
No, we don't care about the. No, I'm just joking. We don't care about that.
Your favorite museum. If you have a museum gift shop that you're like, wow, don't miss this one, please share it with us. We'd love to hear from you. And
Any funny stories as well.
we appreciate it.
Actually, all right, go gift shops. Oh wait, stop. We're not done yet.
We are bananitarians, so Lisa is doing her bananitarian duty. The writing of the banana show.
Because Meghan Markle loves
She
to ruin
loves-
good fruit,
Yeah, she writes inspirational messages.
and ours is go gift shops.
Oh yeah.
We love them. All
Yeah.
right, very good, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
They-